Hey everybody, it's Anna, Season 2 host of CNU on the Lawn. I'm here today to pass on the torch to the amazing new team taking over in Season 3. I've heard great things about what's coming up, and honestly, I'm so excited for you all. I know you all are absolutely going to crush it. I can't wait to hear, and good luck.
Hey there, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Welcome back to CNU on the Lawn, your best and only source of CNU student perspectives from a couch every other week. I'm Wyatt.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Annetta.
And I'm Peter.
This week's episode is brought to you by that one tree over by JR that I used to hammock in every now and then. Great tree. What are we talking about today?
Well, this week's episode is about our personal experiences with CNU, why we came here, why we stayed here, and a little bit of a future perspective on what's to come. I guess I'll start off. I'm Andrew. A lot of people call me by my full name, Andrew Reed Emerson. I'm a senior here. I'm studying political science and American studies. I'm involved in a couple of clubs, such as the president of the CNU Tonight, the Sketch Comedy Club, the vice president of the Board Game Club, and variously involved everywhere else on campus that you can find students involved. Annetta, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Annetta Sharif. I'm a junior. I transferred to CNU this year. I'm a philosophy major, art history minor.
Peter, you want to go?
Yeah, of course. My name is Peter Benson. I am a freshman, and I am a communications major, and I also plan to minor in journalism. I'm in pickleball club. I go to church every Sundays. I'm in CCM as well, and that's about it for my involvement on campus, but I'd like to be more involved in a lot of different things.
Awesome. I'm Wyatt. Some of you may know me from my various photography, videography, filmmaking stuff, Wyatt Miles Media. I'm a junior here. I'm a marketing major. I love all things movies, music, sports. That's pretty much it for me. Andrew, you want to start us off with why we're here?
I would love to. I came to CNU about 4 years ago now when I was living here before I lived in Chesapeake with my parents. And that's pretty close to here. It's about a 45-minute drive. I had some family friends who went here, and they decided to give me a personal tour during COVID when the campus was practically empty. So there wasn't a lot of students to see, but there was plenty of this beautiful architecture and the beautiful culture that campus is. I just love the environment that we all are able to study in. And when I first got here, I was like, gosh, this feels like a lot different than the small little tour I got. But I definitely decided to stay because of the people. That's my biggest appeal.
Well, I'm here because of my mom. So she told me to come to CNU because she's been hearing it from her friends. But obviously, when I came to take a tour at CNU, the experience I had with people, they were so kind to me. I was looking for the CNU hall, but then I couldn't find it. And so someone had to help me. I was just asking random people on the street, like, hey, do you know how to get there? And then someone decided to help me out. And they were so kind. And that just left a lasting impression on me. The people are also amazing. So great. Yes, I came. They were nice to me. They helped me find the place I was looking for. And now I'm here. And I'm happy to be here.
Peter, what about you?
Sure. I mean, I've only been here for a month and a half, not nearly as long as you guys, but so far I've absolutely loved it. It's really everything I want in a college. I applied here last fall, I believe, and I got in. It was one of my top choices, and I visited the campus in the spring. I really liked it. It was very welcoming, lots of people here to help. I didn't go on an official tour. My mom knew one of the professors here, so he kind of took me on an impromptu tour. So I went on that. It was much more low key, if I can say. I thought it was a very good, I got to see the good and the bad of the campus, and I thought that the good was amazing. The food here is great. I can't even say I've loved everything about it so far.
Yeah. As for me, let me rephrase. I didn't know that I necessarily wanted to come to college in high school. I was kind of an athlete. I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my career. I thought for a time I was going to play college baseball. That didn't end up working out. But I'm an out-of-stater. When I was in high school, I lived in Wisconsin. And I had family in the area, and we came to visit. We toured CNU and we toured ODU. I knew ODU wasn't for me. The campus was too big. I knew I wanted something smaller, something a little artsy. And as soon as I saw campus, I was like, this is it. And it's been great ever since. But yeah, I've loved campus. It was super welcoming right from the start. And for a time I thought I was going to, maybe get into the athletic programs, some of the great sports here, but I ended up finding a different path, randomly ran into photography, and it's been great ever since. Where are we going next?
I think that's pretty much it when it comes to our whys. We're really excited to put this whole thing together, and it's a little bit impromptu for us to have gone through it so quickly. I guess, it is pretty common to hear similar stories here about why people came to CNU. I mean, it's a small campus, but there's a lot to love, and a lot of people love it. So I think we should talk about the future of the podcast from here, maybe what we're looking forward to in a couple of future episodes.
Yeah, for sure.
I know we were talking about some guests we'd love to bring on, but what we want to hear most is the guests you guys want us to bring on. We would love to hear something in the comments or hear something directly to us. If you see me or Wyatt or Annetta or Peter on campus, just tell us who you want to see on the podcast. We'd love to try to bring them on. We're in the works with a couple of people. Nothing super special. I mean, I guess a couple of cool things, but I don't know if we're allowed to talk about that yet. So
I think maybe we should talk about what our roles are going to be, what kind of we want to do with the podcast a little bit.
I think that's a great. But before, I almost forgot, our production team told me I was supposed to read a clue. I had it right here. So as a special part of this returning podcast, we are hiding $100 in captain's cash somewhere on campus, and this is supposed to be a clue to help you find where that is. So I'll say it twice. At the heart of campus, tall and grand, a building stands to lend a hand. To find your prize, take a step or two, where students walk, both old and new. So I'll say that one more time. At the heart of campus, tall and grand, a building stands to lend a hand. To find your prize, take a step or two, where students walk, both old and new.
$100 on the line.
$100. That's a lot. I'm actually a little upset that I'm not allowed to participate, but I think it'd be a little unfair if I was. So
I think from experience, that's about 30 Chick-fil-A sandwiches on campus. So,
or like 20 drinks from Einstein.
Yeah, that too.
But I guess you pick your poison on where you're going to spend your captain's cash on campus.
It's up to you guys. Just got to find it.
Yeah.
Annetta, why don't you start with kind of what you want to do with this podcast, what your vision is?
So with this podcast, what I envision for it is basically grabbing and engaging the student body more. So probably going around talking to them, having impromptu interviews, and just getting a feel of how the student body feeling about certain issues and certain things like that. Because the whole idea is for people to voice their opinions, even though everyone might not be on a podcast right now, but we still want people to feel heard and feel represented by a podcast such as this. And so that's something I'm looking forward to a lot.
For sure. What about you, Peter?
Well, I don't know if we discussed our roles like a ton, but you're definitely going to be seeing Andrew and Wyatt more than Annetta and I. We're kind of going to be in the background a little bit. Me and Annetta plan on bringing the social media to a new levels. CNU on the lawn on Instagram. If you haven't followed, make sure to. But Andrew and Wyatt are going to be like the main podcast people, and then me and Annetta are going to be kind of behind the scenes. But again, we do really want to hear from you. If you have any suggestions on people you want to hear from, or just things you want us to do, we'd be glad to hear. So anything is definitely appreciated. And I think everybody else can agree too.
Definitely. Yeah, I think for me, I really look forward to being a host here for you guys every single week, here with Andrew, and kind of talking about issues on campus, fun stuff on campus, interviewing different people with different organizations on campus, kind of seeing what people have to offer, and exposing some of the newer underclassmen to some new things that maybe they are interested in but don't know about yet. Some of the great resources we have on campus. I know from personal experience, freshman year was pretty overwhelming for me. That first week was super overwhelming. And it's thanks to a lot of great people on campus that I'm still here at CNU. I didn't necessarily know if I was going to be able to make it through college. I didn't know if college was for me, but huge shout out to people in OCS and some other great resources on campus that made me realize that this was the place I was supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, I could only say so much that Wyatt and Peter and Annetta haven't said, but I definitely think that campus is full of these hidden gems that we're hoping to bring to the light. We would love for more people to be so engaged with our campus in ways that we already are able to, and the ways that we want to bring that forward. I know a lot of us come from a lot of varied backgrounds, and I think we're hoping to bring that diversity and use it as a tool to show everybody how great campus is underneath the allure that you kind of just see from the marketing perspective. So we're hoping to give you that on the ground floor, on the lawn even.
Yes, we're so excited to have, we have video now. You guys can see us here on the lawn. It's awesome.
Exactly.
So,
exactly. Yeah. Well, with that, is there anything else? Any other ideas we wanted to talk about?
Annetta?
Oh, no. I thought we're
It seemed like you had something. I don't know. I didn't want to cut you off.
I'm like, hey, I thought we're wrapping up already.
Yeah. But as for us, join us not next week, the next week.
Yes.
And we'll be seeing you on the lawn.
So true.
Nice.